Okay, welcome to the Canary in the Cage podcast. I'm Ron Morgan, my co-host
Dave Havlicek.
We're here to entertain you, educate you, and hopefully make you laugh. Wow, it's been a rough week.
Yeah, there's a couple things to not laugh about this week.
Well,
as you have on the screen right here.
Yeah, I know. This is my memorial, the best I can do. My generation took some gut punches this week to our childhood.
Well, Hulkster was today.
The Hulk, but this week though. I mean, because we lost.
Well, yeah, no, but the Hulkster was today. This morning, I know.
We lost 3 icons for my generation. You don't know who the black guy is. But,
I might know who he is, like I told you, but I don't know what he looks like.
If you don't know who he is by looking at him,
okay, so that's part of his thing.
It's not your no. It's just not your generation thing. Well, because he's from a TV show from the 80s.
Okay, well, is it What's Happening or
What's Happening? Rerun? No, it's not Rerun.
It's not Rerun.
Rerun might still be alive and dancing.
What was the other show? Good Times. Good Times, and then there was
not J.J. Walker. He's doing comedy.
There was the Jeffersons.
I used to watch that stuff. It's the family of the 80s latchkey kids.
Oh, was it the Cosby Show?
The Cosby Show.
I never watched the Cosby Show.
So right, that's why it's not your generation.
No, that was my generation, but I just didn't watch the Cosby Show.
So millennials, maybe Xers, we've all shed a few tears to this week.
Dude, that does not look like the fucking kid from the Cosby Show.
He's 55.
I get it, but Ozzy looks like Ozzy. The Hulk, look, he's got the mustache. I mean, if you just said that's the kid from the Cosby Show, I would have. Oh, okay, that's fine.
That's fine. I just want to say it's a generational thing. I mean, I'm sure yours are. The boomers are probably feeling bad about Ozzy, maybe not about the Hulkster. But yeah, we lost Hulk Hogan today. We lost Ozzy Osbourne 2 days ago. And Malcolm Jamal Warner, I believe, on Monday. He's Theo Huxtable from the Cosby Show.
That guy, like Bill Cosby, outlasted his kid. That's just a shame.
Bill Cosby should still be in jail, but he's not. He's not in jail, right?
Yeah, I know. They got him. They let him out because of COVID.
Him and his disco biscuits for raping women.
It was too full because of COVID. So we'll just let Bill Cosby go.
No, actually, they let him go because of the prosecution over-prosecuted him.
Oh, they did one of those,
and they got off on that. And they did the same with Harvey Weinstein. They got him out of jail, but then another state turned around and prosecuted him again.
See, like this is what I hate about these like tough on crime conservative retards is that they do that. And then obviously they over prosecute.
If you over prosecute, you should lose your case.
And then you lose again. And then they complain. Well, there's more crime. Well, you did that, retard. Charge the appropriate charge, right? Make sure you fucking read it because a lot of times they don't even read it.
Yeah.
They show up to court on the day of the trial. This actually doesn't qualify. Morons.
The one that's getting me is the Utah killer, not the Utah, the Idaho killer.
Yeah.
He pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty.
Okay.
I don't think he thinks he's guilty. I don't know if he is guilty.
Yeah, I haven't looked really into that case.
It's a weird case. I looked at it when it first happened.
Right, I remember hearing about it. Like, there's a serial killer, because serial killers are rare apparently nowadays. But like that used to be the thing.
Yeah, so I don't.
We had it all the time.
Yeah.
We made a Silence of the Lambs about serial killers.
So run for office and your motto to be, we're going to bring back serial killers.
What happened? Where did the serial killers go?
It's a government cover-up.
Did you know that, do you remember the dating game since you're Gen X boomer type here?
Nowhere near boomer, but okay. The dating game, yeah, that was Chuck Woolery, right?
I think so.
2 minutes and 2 seconds. That's what he would say when our commercial break. That's what commercial breaks used to be, 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
So
now they're like 5 minutes and
so the dating game would be seconds. A woman is asking questions to 3 men she can't see.
Oh, okay.
And then she picks who she wants to date.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, that's not Chuck Woolery.
Okay, I don't know who else but so there was an episode of that show where a guy who won turned out to be a serial killer.
Yes. No, but the funniest one was not the dating game, the newlywed game. That's so TV show history of game shows, the most iconic scene ever. It'll never be touched. It is done. It is in the books, and it's been over almost 40 years, and not one TV show has even went and touched this statement. So the newlywed game was newlywed couples would sit. There'd be like 6 of them across the board, and the men would leave, and the women would answer,
right.
And the men would come back, and the women would ask the same question to the man
to try and guess.
Women.
Yeah.
So I think the men were being asked a question, and the women were off stage, and then the women came back on, and the question was, what's the strangest place you and your spouse have been whooping? And the guy's answer was, in the butt, Bob.
I think that was the woman's answer.
Was it?
The woman said that,
The video's still online.
Go look that shit up.
In the butt, Bob.
I think they bleeped that one on the live show. Like,
yeah.
You can't say that on TV.
Well, no, in the butt, Bob. I mean, there's no swear word there.
You can't say that.
There's inference.
You can't say that.
In the butt, Bob.
Well, speaking of which, today is the 69th episode of Canary in the Cage podcast. How about
in the butt, Bob. Although that's a little different, but yeah.
So we do have some special topics that we want to cover for later.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just leave that and.
Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to address this first because. It's just a sad day. Now wait, so do you know Ozzy Osbourne was going to euthanize himself?
No,
I don't think he made it there. I think he died before he did.
Huh.
So he did his final show like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to go to Sweden and be euthanized.
Okay.
And
why?
Well, because
Did he have cancer or something?
Oh, he had Parkinson's.
Oh, really?
Like for decades.
I thought that was just how he talked. I mean, like,
oh my God! I was at a motorcycle rally. Probably I was still back in Chicago, so probably 20 years ago, and one of the bands was an Ozzy Osbourne impersonator.
Okay,
you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
Huh.
If I videotaped that fucking dude, because when he was talking, he was slurring his words. Yeah. He was like, walking. But when he sang, Ozzy Osbourne. You couldn't understand a fucking word that came out of his mouth. Right. But yet when he sang, he understood every word.
I saw Queen like that, a Queen impersonation band.
Oh, really?
Freddie Mercury was really good.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury was a showman, man. That guy. Oh, he died of AIDS, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I guess let's get to the news.
There we go.
So last week I made a prediction. I'm going to call that back right now. I'm going to explain why. I said Pam Bondi will be gone in August, and she's going to be replaced with a better Attorney General because she sucks. And well, I want to get into her in a second. In August, Congress goes on recess.
Okay.
And there's a thing presidents have called a recess appointment.
Yeah.
And when the Senate is not in session, president can do whatever he wants. He can appoint anybody he wants. I believe they get like 12 months before they have to be confirmed.
Okay.
Guess what the Senate's not doing?
They're not going to recess?
They're going to a pro forma recess.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means.
So somebody has to bang the gavel every 3 days.
Okay.
So they're still in session. So the president can't get his recess appointments.
Okay,
now,
maybe they should do something fucking worthwhile then. Every
president has had recess appointments except for Trump.
Even in his first term.
No, he has a right to. He has a right.
No, he doesn't have a right. There's no right.
It's if every other president did it.
That's not how that works. No. Read the fucking Constitution.
But so here's the thing: what political party leads the Senate?
Well, isn't it 50-50 at the point? Well,
no, it's not 50-50.
Is it 51-49?
Yeah, it's close. I mean, if they lose like one or two Republican senators, J.D. Vance has got to skip in and break.
Well, he's done that a couple times, I think.
Yeah, he has. But here's the problem: they're not supporting Trump.
Well, it depends on what the bill is, and then I'm
no. If they're banging that gavel every 3 days to stop him from doing a recess appointment, they're controlling him that way. They're not supporting him.
But he can still submit somebody for approval, right? He doesn't have to do it. He can just say.
But the person cannot take the job until the Senate approves them.
Right.
They're on recess till Labor Day.
But you said they're not going on recess.
But okay, they're in pro forma recess. All they have to do is bang the gavel. One person has to show up and bang the gavel.
Okay.
It's bullshit and it's fucked up.
I mean, it's part of the rules, right? Like, that's just how the rules work.
I wanted Pam Bondi gone, and I wanted
he can have nobody in that position, right? He can fire her and then have nobody.
But we need somebody.
He can do the job himself.
So I am very disappointed with her Epstein things. I think she's in bed with the Bushes. not that better. She's in bed with her Bush. You think she shaves, right? She have a bush?
I don't even want to go.
I don't want to picture that. So the point is, I think she's a bushy. Oh wait, I missed something else. Holy shit! Sorry, I'm jumping all around. Yep. Back to my generation with these three dead. Yep. Not only these three guys, they also arrested Chuck E. Cheese today. Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
in Florida. And not only did they arrest him, they went into the store and handcuffed him while he was in his mascot thing.
God.
And they perp walked him out the door with his head still on.
What's the point of that?
So,
what the fuck?
Video.
I know, but why would you do that?
But he was skimming people's credit cards.
I get it, but you're okay. So you're now going to traumatize a bunch of kids,
right?
That's over a fucking fraud case. Just let the guy get off of work.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Catch him at work at the car wash in 6 months.
This is like the Waco situation. Like, not Waco, but
yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah. It's just the government being fucking stupid. All right, so getting back to Pam Bondi. I will never forgive her for the Epstein stuff. I won't. But she can legit be in the history books forever at this point. If she charges an ex-president with treason, I don't believe that's ever been done.
I don't think treason is the correct charge.
So you think it's over? Well, okay, let's talk about that.
Because treason is the only crime defined in the Constitution, and it's defined as aiding or abetting the enemies of the United States.
So, I've looked that up because he.
How do you know? Like, it's the Constitution.
No, I understand that, but no, there's because like Hillary Clinton technically did not do treason.
Right.
What Hillary Clinton did by paying for the Russian collusion, whatever, that's just politics apparently. That's acceptable.
It's definitely a crime, but it's not treason.
So he went after a duly elected president.
That's not treason. So to be treasonous, we have to be at war, right? If you're not at war, you can't do treason.
Really?
We have to have an enemy. You can't just say that Russia's our enemy. No, you have to declare war, and then Russia is our enemy legally, and then someone has to aid and abet Russia.
I'm going to look that definition up. But I do believe that. I guess. I mean, it's just everyone's going the treason route.
Because they're retarded. Everyone says that every fucking president. Trump committed treason because he had a phone call with Ukraine. Like, what the fuck are you talking? That's not treason, you dumb fucks.
Okay. No, I will defer to your. Well, I hate to say wisdom because you don't have much wisdom.
I'll give you an example. So, the last time we declared war was in 1941.
Right.
Against Japan, Germany, and Italy, or the Axis powers, whatever. And there's a woman from Chicago. Well, she moved to Chicago after all this was over. Rose Tagawa, or something Tagawa, and she was known as Tokyo Rose.
Yeah.
So she was born in the United States. She was a U.S. citizen.
I did not know that either.
Her parents moved to Japan while she was young, and she just kind of got stuck there when all this shit happened. And I believe they captured her, or so Japan was not a very nice place in the 30s and 40s. Okay, like they were military, kind of fascist. They did a lot of fucked up shit in China. Like, they were not good people, okay? So then they took her, among other people, and they used her to broadcast propaganda...
That I do know.
...against the United States. So they would broadcast it to U.S., sailors and shit, acting like they were U.S... Because she spoke English.
Right.
And she would say things like... Oh, the U.S. has been defeated in the Pacific and Philippines and all that kind of shit, right? Because they would just tell her to read that.
Right.
And if you don't, they're going to fucking shoot you in the head and kill your family. So what's she going to do? So they tried her for treason, right? Because she's aiding and abetting Japan, who was a declared enemy of the United States in war. Right?
She's American citizen,
And I think she was convicted, but later given a pardon. So then she moved to Chicago, and she had an antique store on the north side. If you ever saw Togawa Antiques on... was it Peterson? It was way up north somewhere. You probably drove by there and saw it.
Yeah.
And that was Tokyo Rose's antique shop.
I wish I would have known that.
And she died a couple years ago. But yeah, so like treason, you have to be at war. It's not treason if you're not at war.
So you can't aid your enemy.
If there's no enemy. There's
no
enemy.
But I mean, China's not
an enemy. We're not at war with China.
Okay.
We trade with China.
Do we?
No, of course we do. No, it's definitely a crime. I'm not denying that. It's a crime. It's not treason.
Okay. Did you know? So a lot of our listeners probably don't know this. Do you know what an internment camp is?
Well, sort of.
In definition of the World War II.
Yeah. Okay.
So our president Roosevelt.
Yeah, Roosevelt.
Yeah. He decided to lock up all Asian people in internment camps.
Just Japanese people.
Oh, Japanese.
Just Japanese.
Just Japanese.
And if you look Japanese.
Or if you say one word in Japanese.
If you like anime.
Food. Yeah, if you like anime. Do you know there was an internment camp in Des Plaines, right outside Chicago?
Really? I thought they were all on the West Coast.
No, there was there's a landscaper in Des Plaines who at the time was in an internment camp.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know there was a Civil War prison in Chicago as well.
Yeah, well, that was Fort Dearborn.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. And then after the Civil War, they just released them all and said, walk home. So, I mean, it's not like there was options of planes or anything, or trains at that point.
They had trains?
No, so during the Civil War, the Union went through the South and ripped up all the railroad tracks.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, fine.
So, yeah, so they didn't technically have trains. Yeah, so getting back to Pam Bondi, she actually has a chance. She's not going to win me over, but I'll give her some credit if she does it.
Now, here's what I want to... Did you actually look at the details of this?
Well, I watched Tulsi Gabbard, which I think is an amazing woman, and hopefully our first female president. But yeah.
Well, because what I wanted to know is, do they have Obama himself, or do they just have members of his administration?
They have Obama himself.
Because, like, if you're a good mafia boss,
right,
you don't ever say anything that can incriminate you directly.
Which is why the RICO Act came out.
You would say to your subordinates, I don't like that guy. And your subordinates would understand to go pop that guy. So what did Obama actually do?
So what Tulsi Gabbard did, I'm sure this was intentional. She released some information.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like a lot.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, there was no smoking gun.
Okay.
And then, right on cue, Obama gets in front of a microphone.
Yeah.
Wow, we don't typically respond to stuff like this. And then the next day...
That's a smart thing to say.
And the next day, she walked to the press, whipped out her big old dick, and dropped... She doesn't really have a dick, not like Michelle Obama. It's a reference. She whipped out her big old dick, slapped on the podium, and went, fuck you, here you go. They've got... there's the one thing that's really damning is... when Trump was elected, but did not have the office yet, he was supposed to get news briefings.
Right.
One particular day, he did not get. He got a fake briefing.
Okay.
That's the day they planned all this stuff. Huh. The Russia collusion stuff. Well, in a cabinet meeting with Obama president.
Yeah, but how do they... What's the evidence of that exactly?
The transcripts. The emails.
Why would you write that down?
Because it was a cabinet meeting.
Oh
they did it.
So stupid.
The Democrats are usually pretty sly about shit.
Right? This is the dumbest crime of all time. That's like videoing yourself while you're robbing the bank. What are you doing?
So no, I think they. Well, he's not going to jail. He's not.
Of course.
If they arrest
Trump didn't go to jail.
Well, Obama.
Convicted felon Trump not go to jail.
Well, Obama technically has the same immunity Trump has, but the way the Supreme Court worded it was, you have immunity when you're doing
official acts.
Official acts.
Yeah.
Spying on your... Well, we already knew he spied on the Trump campaign. We even knew the FBI's name at that point. But now it's come out, the entire story is coming out.
He's going to argue that it was an official act. That's quite like...
But how's that an official act? He's a duly elected president.
Yeah.
And another duly elected president is trying to have him arrested or impeached.
Yeah.
That's not the president's job. The president's job is complete your 4 years or your 8 years.
It is your job
shut the fuck up.
To arrest criminals, right? Because you're the executive branch.
But
can
you arrest a duly elected president right after he wins the election?
If he commits a crime, sure. Let's take the example that Trump himself gave. I could shoot a guy on 25th Street. If you shot a guy in the middle of the day, I would say go arrest that fucking guy. I don't care if he's the president.
You do know he said that before. He said that years ago.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court just gave him immunity last year.
But that wouldn't be an official act, right?
But according to Trump, it is.
Yeah, well, it depends on who he's shooting, right? But that's what Obama's going to say, right? Well, he committed a crime. Now, the other thing is, did they have a warrant? Because if you don't have a warrant, you can't just spy on an American citizen, right?
So that's the FISA warrants.
Yeah.
And they were faked, and they used fake dossiers, fake information.
Right.
No one verified it.
Right.
And they just signed them all.
So that's the problem is
there's
cops
a lot
do this all the time, is they go to a judge, and they lie to the judge, and the judge signs the warrants, and now the cops can spy on you based on that lying.
But if they get caught, they could be arrested.
They don't usually get caught. No, they get caught all the time, and they don't usually suffer any consequences because of it.
So I do not believe Obama is going to get arrested. But what I want Pam Bondi to do, I want her to push it.
Right.
Like she's going to,
for sure.
maybe even perp walk the motherfucker.
So honestly, I don't really give a fuck if the government goes and arrests the government. But what's important to me is get that out there because there's 300 million of us. Right. And I'm not saying be a vigilante, but we can make pressure to
let us take care of it.
Have change in the future.
Yeah, just like the Epstein stuff. I don't want any Epstein visitor arrested. I just want the list. Let us take care of the rest. I want them to flee the country.
Yeah.
I want Obama to flee the country. And I want him in a country without extradition in the United States because he's scared he's going to be arrested. That is all I want. That's why Santa Claus, that's what I want for Christmas. I would rather him live in a third world country that doesn't have expedition.
I hear Kenya's nice this time of year.
Yeah, I think Kenya is nice. Doesn't he, wasn't he born in Kenya?
That's up for debate, I think.
Okay, so wait. so he's going after Obama.
Yeah.
Why can't he call up the county office in Hawaii and go, all right, send it?
I don't think that would be relevant.
A judge lock. Well,
what were the relevance?
You do know the history of this, though. Oh, but Trump. Okay.
Well, here no, let me actually, because I might have answered my own question.
Yeah.
So let's say Obama says this was an official act as president.
Right.
And Trump says, no, you weren't the president because you didn't qualify because you weren't born here.
Oh shit.
Right. Like, what if they do that? Well, then he could tell the judge to release the birth certificate.
No,
maybe. I don't know.
No, okay.
I'm just making shit up.
So a judge locked the birth certificate.
Okay.
It cannot be seen.
Of course it can.
No, a judge locked. It's done.
Okay, but they can unlock it.
But he's the president. So Trump's the president.
Yeah.
And now Trump has the motivation, because you do remember this story, right? The Supreme Court asked Obama for his birth certificate.
Yeah.
The Congress asked him for his birth certificate.
Yeah.
The people were asking for his birth. Nobody.
Right.
Nope. I'm not showing my birth certificate. Donald Trump asked for it, you fucking release it? That's how it played out. And I do believe that document, I think I've talked about this before, I believe that document was released by a hacker group, the same group that was going after big corporations at the same time of the year, and they were releasing letters about their taxes, like GE.
Yeah.
They hacked GE,
right.
and they said, oh, we're going to donate all of our money to taxes,
right.
or whatever, all the taxes to charity. And I think that same group forged his birth certificate. I am not saying Obama was born in Kenya. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he was not born in Hawaii. I'm saying the birth certificate that came out was fake as fuck. Font issues, tilting issues. There was a lot of different weird issues. And I think because I think he owned it. He just said, ooh. So he wakes up, President Obama, someone release your birth certificate. Oh, shit. Let's just call it good. Because, and then the media started talking about it.
Yeah.
Guess what happened next? We killed Osama bin Laden.
No, that's right. You going over this one. I just don't care about this enough to
it's a wag the dog thing.
I get it, but I don't give a fuck. Like,
okay, so what happened this week? Chelsea Gabbard, I want her to go. I want Pam Bondi to go after Obama for treason. An hour or two later, the Wall Street Journal on their website put President Trump was on the Epstein Island list. See, and then in the story, they fixed it in the story.
Yeah, but this is all fucking fake Hulk Hogan wrestling bull. You know what I mean? It's all bullshit. Like,
Hulk Hogan had nothing to do.
No, I'm saying like
I know
he told you straight up. Well, actually, they used to pretend it was real back then too. Yeah. So he was lying too, but like it was for entertainment.
No, he was acting.
Did
you ever see Man on the Moon?
Yeah.
With Andy Kaufman?
Yeah.
Okay, and Jerry, the wrestler, Jerry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry Lawler?
Yeah, Jerry Lawler, yeah. That was just, yeah.
No, but politics is the same way, except they can fucking arrest you and kill you and shit. Right? It's so, the reason I don't care about the specifics of Obama is, if it wasn't Obama, it would be some other fucking asshole. And then, Trump's still another fucking asshole. It's all fucking fake. I don't know why you're still convinced that Trump is this lone wolf good guy. No, he's a fucking.
No, I got my issue with Trump. Don't get me wrong with that.
Bullshit.
I just think that he's trying to make the country a better place. I don't ever want.
He's trying to make Trump a better place.
He wants. No. Same with George Bush. Okay. George Bush and I'm saying with every fucking president. They want to go down in history as an amazing president.
Yeah, but what does it even mean?
But George Bush. He attacked Iraq. And
so he's a shitty president.
On the well, hold on though. He was asked about that, and he goes, "Well, I'm going to look good in history." That was his fucking answer.
So stupid.
That was his answer.
Well, why do we fucking worship these fucking assholes? If you look at who the genuine best presidents we've had are, you don't even fucking know their names.
Probably Reagan. You got to know Reagan.
No.
Although he did turn.
He was terrible.
He turned ketchup into a vegetable.
He was fucking terrible.
You let that one slide?
I thought it was Big Mike.
No. Reagan turned ketchup into a vegetable. So for the school food lunches.
Yeah, okay, that's not even anywhere close to the worst thing he did. He was terrible. Every president that you can. So if you every year these fucking historical societies they produce the 10 or 25 best presidents list, and with the exception of Jefferson and Washington. They're all the worst presidents. They give you the worst every fucking time. And then if you look at the people they don't even mention, those are the best presidents.
So I got a question for you. Who said trickle-down economics?
Was it Bush?
No.
It was a critic of Reagan. I don't know who exactly.
So they somehow spun this as Reagan said it. Reagan never said
it. It was a criticism of
it. It was, but the media ran with it,
right?
And
that's what they do.
There was a point that I actually thought Reagan said it.
Of course,
well, no, that's just how the media did.
You fall for this stuff.
I was fucking like in my 20s. I still say my first vote was for George Bush Sr., and we got Bush Party when he got elected. God. That was my political standing back then. I wish I'd love to go back to then and just be like, I don't give a fuck about politics. Ignorance is bliss, my friend. Ignorance is bliss.
No, but these fucking assholes, we as the people need to stop acting like presidents who do things are good presidents. Those are the worst. We don't want them to do things.
So
leave us the fuck alone. That makes you a good president.
I've always said the federal government should not affect my day-to-day life, and a lot of times they never did. It's now
they always did. You just didn't realize how they did.
I mean, what?
And I got an example up for later.
Oh, can't wait. But I mean, Obama probably did it more than anybody else, and then Biden definitely did it. Affected our daily lives.
I think FDR and Wilson. Well, yeah. So Wilson created the income tax and he created the Federal Reserve. Okay. Like it's very hard to unseat him as the champion. FDR, he made all these Social Security and all these other federal programs. Johnson made like the welfare state, and like all these guys started wars. Like it's always goes hand in hand, right? Yeah. So like, I mean, Obama did Obamacare. He's definitely up there.
Well, Obama did a bunch of other stuff than that,
and then the CAFE standards for cars. And it's just, but like, the other issue is you can't compare them one to one because it's an accelerating problem.
Right. Some were financial. Some were locking us in our fucking house. That kind of.
But Trump's doing this shit too. It'd be like, oh, let's have tariffs and let's have more debt.
How is the tariffs affecting our daily life?
We pay those taxes.
One item that's went up in price. One. Just
dude, where does the money come from, Ron?
Other countries.
Other countries don't have dollars. We have dollars.
We did all this last week.
USA has dollars, Ron. Okay. We pay the tariffs.
Okay, that's fine. And we did this last week. You were wrong, and that's cool.
Do you know why we switched to an income tax, Ron? How did we sell the American people on switching to an income tax?
So it happened after WW1.
No, it wasn't.
It happened in the 30s.
No, it didn't. Income tax was 1913.
Oh, so it was World War I then.
But it was before World War I.
But it was building up money so we could go to war. It had something to do with that. Yeah, it's been a while since I wrote it out.
But that's not how they sold it to the American public.
How did they sell it to the American public?
They said, okay, so before income tax, we used tariffs to fund the country.
Right.
The United States, not the country. Yes. And poor people spent more of their income on retail goods, right? That's still true today. Because rich people buy, or they save money, they invest, right? They leave it in the bank, whatever.
Right.
But poor people spend more of their income on laptops and cell phones and whatever.
In the 1913, yeah, I can see that.
Just consumer goods. And tariffs, because that's what funded the country, were on these consumer goods. So the poor people were paying all the tariff money, or most of the tariff money. Okay, so the government said, hey, poor people, doesn't it suck that you're paying all the taxes? Wouldn't you like it if the rich people paid the taxes instead? How about we have what's called an income tax, and then only the rich people will pay the income tax? And the poor people, who make up most of the voters, said, yeah, that's a great fucking idea. Let's do that. And it passed with over-fucking-whelming numbers, and it went into law, and guess what? Now we get fucked by the income tax and the tariffs.
Yeah. Well, okay, hold on, though. So, I have not found any price increase of products due to the tariffs, but that's not my standing here. So, the only way I agree with the tariffs, even though I think they're bringing in good money, they're opening up other countries to American goods and services, I guess.
That's not what tariffs do.
But no, But this is what he's negotiating.
But that's a different thing.
He's negotiating tariffs. Okay, why? But wait, hold on. The countries get a better tariff if they allow American goods to come into the country. Why does Trump
need to negotiate with South Korea to allow me to trade with South Korea? Why doesn't Trump just get the fuck out of my way and leave me the fuck alone?
Yeah, in Dave's world, with the purple sky...
No, not Dave. Why doesn't Trump do that? Leave me alone, Trump. Why can't he do that?
It's not reality.
Why? Okay. Why can't Trump not stop us from trading? Why can't he do that? Leave us alone. If I want to trade with Iran...
How's he stopping you from trading with another country?
He's stopping you. He has sanctions. What do you think a sanction is, Ron? It's saying, hey, American, you cannot trade with this country.
Okay, so there's certain countries that have sanctions against them, not all.
Yes, and then tariffs also, they don't stop it, but they slow it down.
So what I wanted to finish saying was, the only way even though I believe the tariffs are good right now, They're bringing in good money.
For the government.
I'm not done yet.
The government doesn't deserve our money.
I'm getting there. The only way I fully throw my support behind the tariffs, and I've said this before, ban the fucking income tax.
But they're not doing that.
I believe if
it's never gonna happen, Ron. It's never gonna happen.
Trump has talked about it.
No bullshit. Like, so what? He's fucking like, oh, there's no more tax on tips, so I'm done here.
No.
They're never gonna do it, Ron. I'll bet you any amount of money.
So
I'll bet you your IRS fucking bill. How about that?
You can't afford my IRS bill.
Want to bet?
Yeah, your Monero.
I'll bet you on top of that I can. Anyway.
Yeah, how about a loan, man?
Get the fuck out of here.
So, wait. Think about this. Trump is, they say 3D chess, whatever. I don't fucking care. But when is the optimal time for him to ban the income tax?
As soon as he gets his first fucking day.
No. Optimal time for Trump.
Well, for Trump, I don't fucking...
Well, that's what I mean by optimal time.
Okay, what? Before the midterms, I guess?
Yeah, I'd say about a year from now. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Okay, the problem is Trump cannot do that by himself. He needs Congress to do that.
True.
Or the states. The states can come together and have a convention of the states to alter the Constitution.
But if Trump goes on the front and gets aggressive with this and says, hey, it's in Congress's hands right now, income tax is banned if they vote on it.
Okay.
So you get the American people like, wait, what? And then they're going to start calling the congressmen.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
No, bullshit.
They don't give a fuck.
That fucking changed last year. Congress and senators were like, I just wish people would stop calling my office. Because
did they hang the phone up? They don't care.
No, podcasters were like, call your congressman. This is the number you call. Be nice. Don't threaten them.
It's not going to change their votes.
No, there was a change effected in what was it?
It's not
there was a bill that got canceled because the people started calling their congressmen. We the people, man.
How do you still believe this?
We affected change on a particular.
These guys are looking down on you from heaven. Like, Ron, you're such a fucking I can't wait till you get up here, Ron, so we can show you how it really is. And your buddy Dave was right the whole time. That's what they're going to tell you.
Nobody's ever going to say that.
They're going to tell you exactly that, Ron.
No, Dave's
Good
never
God,
right.
man. You're so naive.
But no, I mean, so let's just kind of play. I want the income tax ban. I've been very vocal on that. It needs to go away. It's no longer necessary.
It's fucking necessary unless we want to, blow up this debt to infinity, which is going to happen regardless. So, there's no way out of this hole.
We've discussed what is the income tax, like $2.3 trillion a year?
Something like that.
So what if tariffs replace that?
It can't replace that.
Oh my God.
That's the whole reason that tariffs are better than an income tax is because it constrains how much the government can pull in.
Let's just
our debt is unpayable. Regardless of what kind of tax you apply, it is unpayable.
They can always come and collect.
There's nothing to collect.
That's my point.
We don't have it.
We have guns.
Okay, but the debt is unpayable. It's out of control.
Right? Yeah. So with Pam, but going back to Pam Bondi, I truly hope she sees does the right thing here, and prosecute those who need to be prosecuted.
And charge them correctly.
Do it publicly. I want this shit on camera because we are the victims here. We are, because they tried to affect a duly elected president. We are the victims here. So we need to see what the fuck's going on.
All right, I got some news in the crypto space.
Oh, sweet.
So we did talk about this a while ago. There's a thing called Tornado Cash, which was for Bitcoin, which, I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin, but this does affect the entire space because Tornado Cash was a privacy tool that essentially let you mix up your Bitcoin with other people.
Okay.
And it would make it harder to track what you were doing with your Bitcoin. So it just gave you a little bit of privacy. And the guy was arrested for money laundering or helping money launderers or some fucking bullshit. And the trial just began this week. So now the government has started giving their evidence, and these guys are fucking incompetent, man. They're just putting shit out there that's turned out to be fake, and the math, they put a pie chart up, okay?
Yeah.
And the numbers on the pie chart added to 88. And the defense attorney is Your Honor, this adds up to 88. What is this pie chart? It's fucking bad.
So what did the judge do?
I don't know. So I haven't been so there are people live tweeting the trial.
Okay.
So if you are interested, go check those people out. They're in the whole crypto space. Just pick your favorite one. But I will give updates on this as it goes. The one thing I might that might go against them is that they were profiting from this service. So it wasn't just an open source. Well, it was open source, but they were somehow earning an income from it. So that might be the one thing that gets them. But hopefully it doesn't, because it's code. You can't prosecute me for writing code, right? But yeah, stay up to date on that shit.
And get the fuck out of Bitcoin.
Get out of Bitcoin. Use Monero.
I'm telling you,
use Monero. It's already got the built-in privacy.
The government is manipulating Bitcoin, whether people agree with me or not. Get it the fuck out of it. So, where else are we at with this shit this week? So Hillary. So what I want to get with the Obama shit is what's really cool that's happening right now is apparently whistleblowers are coming out the fucking woodwork.
Why? What are they waiting for? See, I hate this shit.
Hold on though. No, somebody made a very valid point on this. They were scared to do it because whistleblowers have not had. How many whistleblowers shot themselves in the back of the head by?
I get it, but okay, let's say you went to Michael Jackson's house for a slumber party one time, and Michael Jackson left, just had a fun time. You had pizza, and then you went home.
So no ass raping.
No ass raping. Okay, but then somebody says Michael Jackson ass raped me, right? And now you suddenly say, "Oh yeah, you ass raped me." Should I believe you? No, because You're just following the crowd. You're not a whistleblower.
Okay, first of all, legitimately, there's been whistleblowers against Hillary Clinton that have ended up dead.
Okay, fine. So go on the fucking dark web. Listen to the Canary in the Cage podcast. We teach you how to do it. Go on the dark web and whistleblow there. Stop being fucking stupid. Stop waiting for the crowd. Stop waiting for protection, because then nobody takes you seriously. Nobody believes you. But your credibility is gone.
So there was a senator. He had a flash drive of a bunch of Hillary Clinton's emails.
Okay.
And he just turned that over. So let's see where this goes. No, I'm excited about
emails can be fake. It's so frustrating, man.
Do I want them going to jail? They're not going to, so why would I wish that? But I just want them to flee the country. That to me is the pinnacle.
That's why this is all fake. It's all fake. It's doing a show. Oh, I got a USB full of emails Okay, but I'm not going to jail.
There's
a show for you.
So there's a potential that the FBI is going to raid Obama's homes, right? There's a potential.
No,
there has to be. There has to be, because I've been very vocal on this as well. I don't like they raided Mar-a-Lago. I think it was wrong.
They will build.
Hold on. They were wrong in doing that, but they were criminal for going through Melania's underwear drawer. There was absolutely no reason for it. So if we can turn around and they will literally they raid Obama's house.
You're not
hold on, and they go through Michelle Big Mike's underwear drawer. Dude. Well, no, this is the Monero challenge. I gotta get this out.
All right, but I'm gonna explain to you what they're really gonna do.
Okay, so this is the Monero challenge of this week. You can either do it with words or with pictures or memes or whatever. I don't care. What's in her fucking underwear drawer? We're talking tuck-it underwear, jock straps. It's all. Baby,
what was that stuff they had at Target? Remember that Target?
The tuck-it underwear. But the problem is, if you look at tuck-it underwear in a drawer, it looks like underwear. That's the problem. But yeah, so get creative.
There you go. Go
ahead.
Here's what's really going to happen, right? They will build a fake fucking house that looks exactly like Obama's house. I swear, they will do this, right? And they will raid that fake house and say, we didn't find anything. It's all on video. Look, we videoed through the whole house. There's nothing here. It's just some tuck-in underwear. That's all we found.
The sad thing, you could be right.
They will literally do that.
But guess what else popped up in the news?
What's that?
The naked man that died and drowned in 3 feet of water, who was a good swimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, what happened?
Obama showed he's back in the news. People are now looking into that. They had to come out and admit Obama was in the house when it happened. And now someone said, I'm still waiting for confirmation on this, he was ready to tell all book about the Obamas. If there's some proof about that, hey, submit it to us, guys. Go on the dark web. Submit it to us.
This is the dark web.
We'll keep your name private, and we'll say Dave's writing the book. So they kill him, and not me. So, yeah.
I got one more story I want to cover.
Okay.
Now, this is not news. Oh, it's news to me, and it might be news to you, but it's not news, apparently. I browse YouTube a lot, and this thing pops up in my feed that says, what was the D.A.R.E program really about? Now, what do you know about the D.A.R.E program? Did you actually go through it?
I did. Yeah, I did. I briefly, like we talked about it. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I went through all the shit and had the diploma and everything.
All I know is drug dealers were wearing D.A.R.E buttons and D.A.R.E bumper stickers on their car.
So what do you know about the D.A.R.E program?
Well, it was Nancy Reagan, D.A.R.E to stay off of drugs. Is that the same time they did the egg? This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
That was the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it 9 or 8? No,
that commercial was the 90s. But it might have been the 80s.
No, the D.A.R.E. was in the 80s.
Yeah, it started in the 80s.
Yes. With Nancy Reagan. It was just, they were trying to do, keep kids off of drugs, but there was some controversy on it. I cannot recall it right now.
So, yeah, so this is going to blow your fucking mind.
All right.
So, now you've probably heard that they later did scientific studies that showed that kids actually did more drugs who went through D.A.R.E. program. They knew about that before they launched the D.A.R.E. program.
Okay.
So now, the reason they launched the D.A.R.E. program was to be a Gestapo spying program on people's parents. Like, this blew, like, now I clicked this video because I'm like, well, this sounds interesting. It's like a 40-minute, whatever. Yeah. And the guy who pops up on the screen, he looks like Hassan, if you know who Hassan is. Mm-mm. He's a leftist socialist fucking idiot. And like this guy looks like he has like the goofy glasses and the long hair, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to listen to this fucking guy rant. And like what really got me was like he said early on in the video, and private corporation, and like this like is a trigger for me because I'm like, oh, he doesn't like private corporations. He's a fucking but I'm like, okay, I still want to know about the D.A.R.E. program. Let me give it another 3 minutes, right? And he actually never brought up anything again about anti-capitalist shit. So I watched some of his other videos. And if he's a socialist, he's really good at hiding it. So, like, props to you, guy, for keeping your politics out of that shit. Okay. And he goes through the facts, like, just one by one by one. And here's the guy who started the program in the LAPD. And, like, here's the other programs he dealt with. And it was literally a way to spy on the parents' children. Like, to get the kids
to be the rats.
To rat on their parents.
No, that started happening, like, probably the early 90s. Because, like, my son was in school, like, 95, 96, when he started, like, I told him, not that I did anything wrong in my house, but I said, if a teacher asks you a question about your house, you don't answer it. It's none of their damn business.
Right, well, that's what they would say to the kid.
Oh, right? How many guns do you have in your house?
Yeah.
Did your dad smoke?
Right.
What does he smoke? Was it smell like? Yeah, right. No, I know all about that bullshit.
Look, if you guys are interested in this, I will post the YouTube. Actually, I did post the link in the chat already. Okay. So hopefully people will went and check that out. But holy fuck, man! Like I don't know why I'm shocked by this stuff, because like this is exactly what you would expect the government to do.
But if you look at the
why does nobody know this?
So how do I word this? So it wasn't the next first lady; it was the first lady of the vice president,
Tipper Gore.
Yes, she's a fucking cunt.
Of course.
What she did is she did
the music stuff.
Yeah, but there was one artist.
Video games. Dungeons and Dragons, too.
No, there was an artist, like Chuck Mangione died this week, too. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
He's a boomer generation.
I know Chuck Mangione.
Yeah, I think it was him.
He was a saxophonist.
Cool.
Okay, let me check that out.
No, there was a guy who died today, or earlier this week. I think it was Chuck Mangione. But, no, who was it? Oh, my God. So one artist put out an album with no swear words in it. Okay, hold on, let me go back.
Well, I know Frank Zappa was a big against her.
Right, but there was another artist who...
Twisted Sister was against her.
This was like an artist, like it was a solo act. You wouldn't think he had swear
Chuck
words.
Mangione just died.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
So, basically it was a parental guidance sticker.
Yeah.
On the album if it had swear words.
Yeah.
And this artist was very critical of this, and they slapped one on him, and they had no swear words and nothing in the song.
It might have been Frank Zappa. Sticker.
No, it wasn't, because I know who Frank Zappa is. This artist is not one I would typically listen to.
Okay.
But it was bullshit. But what did it do? It increased record sales.
Yeah.
Because guess what I did? I'm in my late teens, early 20s. I want to buy an album. Oh shit, that's got swear words in it. I'll buy this one.
So here's what I want to know is why, like, maybe some of the libertarian people out there do know this about the D.A.R.E. program. I've never heard it discussed by anybody. Why has nobody talked about this?
Well, the war on drugs is a failure.
Right, but like, why hasn't anybody brought up the D.A.R.E. program specifically as a Gestapo spying? Why has nobody brought this up?
Because they still use it today. No, it's not in D.A.R.E. this time. No, they do. Oh,
but again, why are libertarians not talking about this?
I don't know. I mean, but look what the schools are doing now to kids.
I don't fucking have any kids.
Schools groom kids. Period.
Yeah.
Whether it be with uniforms, whether it be with teachers asking about your house and how it is, or saying that you have to accept someone's mental illness when they think they're a fucking dog and they're a girl. They do this grooming, But here's the thing. Have you seen some of these videos of parents rushing into the school to grab their kid out, and teachers are blocking them?
Yeah.
Because there's a transvestite show going on in the gym.
Oh my God.
So grooming exists in public schools. Bad. And it's been going on for decades. Sesame Street was grooming.
Everything is. I mean, like everything can be grooming if you don't like it.
So let's talk about PBS.
Well, we're gonna run out of time here.
Okay. See, I have a heart out today, but we'll do this real quick. So USAID defunded a whole bunch of shit, and we know about PBS and what was the other one? NPR, which needed public tax dollars should not have went to that.
Nope.
But here's the odd thing that just happened. Since the big beautiful bill came through, the omnibus, I like to call it, Steve Colbert lost his job, and The View is apparently shut down.
It's just a coincidence. I think it's just a coincidence.
Oh yeah, it's just a coincidence. You know I like coincidences. They take so long to plan. So I have a feeling some USAID money is being slid to
very possible.
Some of these woke TV shows.
Very possible. Now it's gone.
And get them the fuck out. And Colbert, shut the fuck up. Sit down. Go tell a joke.
Start a podcast.
Right.
Like
you
no paying us.
You were losing $40 million a year, and you ask why you're fired. I don't know.
Imagine,
you lost $40 million a year.
Imagine you put on a vaccine costume and danced around like a fucking monkey, and then they still fire you. Imagine that. What a bitch.
I'm shocked.
What a bitch.
All right, so let's get to our training because I
we got to do our Monero challenge from last week real quick. That's the wrong page. So last week we asked, what would you have done to avoid being tipped off by Coldplay?
Yeah. The kiss cam.
We got 7 answers this week.
Okay.
First one is NEET, N-E-E-T. And he says, that MFer should have owned it, trying to hide on camera, so dumb.
Yep. I agree with that 100%.
Next one is mental atrophy. He says, literally anything other than what he did. Literally anything.
Fair enough. Can't argue that point.
Next we have Dormouse making a little comeback.
What's up, Dormouse?
He's been dormant. Dormouse. He should have had better OPSEC. This is an obvious reputation sabotage, and I love it.
Well, no, there's a rumor that there was somebody who knew them in the audience and tipped off the cameraman. It's not. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I don't know if that's true or not.
Next up, we have almagest. Just stand there and smile. Maybe his wife would have found out, maybe not. But no one would have batted an eye at the footage, and the spotlight of the internet wouldn't have found it.
You would not have been viral.
And then we have Ein. Ein says he should have given her the hymen. I think he meant Heimlich.
I like the hymen thing better.
That's why I included both. And slapped her back to make it look like she was choking. That's why.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that might be the best answer.
Yeah, give her the hymen.
Because he already had his hands there.
Right.
I mean, it might have looked like he was doing it in the butt bob, but you could have played it off as a Heimlich.
That's a hard one to come up with. You got to think of that one ahead of time.
Yeah.
Next we have MavMcQ, who sent us an image answer. And he has a shirt that says, "She's my sister, not my GF." So it is. So you just point to the shirt.
There you go.
And then
love these answers.
Last but not least, we have MoneroMash. Oops. And he also sent us an image answer. And that is, he sent an image and some text. So if you don't know who this guy is...
Isn't that the Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
That is Travis Kelce, or Jason Kelce.
Yeah.
Or Travis Kelce, I don't know. And MoneroMash says, throwing the girl down and gone Jason Kelce mode. I don't know what the fuck that means.
No, rip off the shirt.
I guess.
Become the center of attention.
So I thought it was Travis. Am I wrong?
There's 2 brothers.
Oh.
So there's probably both. One plays football, the other one doesn't.
I thought there was like a fake relationship. We haven't heard anything about them.
So I believe it was fake, and I believe
they're still going, aren't they?
Well, but that's the weird thing, yeah, because people said it was fake, but I don't know, because they're not in the news anymore.
Well, let's just find out
the
who
TV
won.
doesn't tell me.
Neat. All right, Neat, you're a new guy, but I did tell you the rules. You got to contact me. I'm not going to come contact you.
Track us down if you want your cash. Or sort of.
All right. So, let's do our 69th episode training session. You want to go first?
Should I?
No,
go ahead. You usually go first, though.
So, my topic is going to be about the Boy Scouts in honor of the 69th episode. Yeah. Cringe.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm going to talk serious, though. Because, so I was actually in the Boy Scouts. I did get the rank of Eagle Scout, which is the highest rank possible.
Did you get in the butt, Bob?
No, I did not.
I love doing that callback. In the butt, Bob.
Now that always was like a rumor going around, but honestly, like Catholic churches were way fucking like public schools. Like that's where that shit happens. Like the Boy Scout, obviously, there were in a big enough organization. There's going to be
somebody's getting in the butt.
But in general, like we didn't tolerate that shit. So like we even had rules where an adult man, adult leader, could not be alone with an adult child who was not his own son. Right. So like there had to be other children present or other adult leaders present.
So why was that rule made for though?
Well, to stop that shit from even being a possibility.
Or just
it wasn't a reactive rule. It was always there.
Sure, it wasn't.
Okay, whatever you say. But the reason I want to talk about this is because when I meet kids younger than me, let me take back a step. So the Boy Scouts, if you don't know, get the fuck out of here. If you don't know, have gone woke.
Yes.
Okay? They've been taken over by wokies. They now allow girls in the Boy Scouts, which I don't like. It's the Boy Scouts. Why are there girls in the Boy Scouts?
There are Girl Scouts.
Yes, there's Girl Scouts. Why can't they go to the Girl? I don't understand. Well, they do have different things, which okay, boys and girls are different. Fucking deal with it. Jesus Christ!
How dare you say that?
So a lot of people have abandoned the Boy Scouts. Perfectly reasonable. I would never donate to them.
I was in the Boy Scouts. My son was not.
Okay, yeah, I would never donate to them. I would never become a leader for them until they change. Which even then, I don't know. But
and why did Boy Scouts sell cookies? Why did the Girl Scouts have the fucking?
Boy Scouts had popcorn.
See, fuck that.
I love the popcorn, dude.
Really?
That shit was good.
Was it like cheddar popcorn?
Yes, we had the Garrett and everything. That was great.
I'll give you that.
But anyway, like, so when I meet people that are younger than me, very often they're like men. When I meet men in their 20s and early 30s, they're very feminized.
Yeah.
Right? And the Boy Scouts really taught you to be a man, right? It was one of those places you could go and they teach young boys how to be men, right? It's not just, let's carve some shit and build fire. Like it was that, which was fun as fuck, right? But it was how to be a leader.
How to take it like a man.
69, man, 69. How to 69 like a man, right? You're on the top, motherfucker. No, like how to lead, how to run an event.
Yeah,
right.
Not tying was another thing.
Not tying, right? You covered that. In fact, like just the kind. So I like when I talk to people, and I'm like,
so we taught little boys how to tie up each other.
Well, sorry. I'm going to go to the Libertarian Party as an example again. I know I kick them around a lot, but they kind of earn it. How to host an event, right? Now, like we have a convention every year and whatever the fuck. But it's very bare bones, and like there's maybe they bring some donuts and like, but nobody knows really what the fuck they're doing, and it's just it's really sad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this knowledge is essentially lost, right? These people, like no one who has that knowledge is passing it on to young people, and we have no organizations to do this. Because every time we try to make one, the fucking woke-tards, or you gotta allow girls, and you gotta allow this and that, and you gotta talk about gay people, and you gotta talk about sex, and you gotta talk about 69s, and dildo butt monkey rainbows, and it's like
dildo butt monkey. That's a callback for the show.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I forgot about that.
But we can't just have this thing where young boys learn how to be men. It just fucking blows my fucking mind. Why can't we do this? Yeah. Right? Like, it really sad to be when I talk to the young people. And they don't know how to shoot a gun. They don't know how to build a fire. They don't know how to fucking like get your own food without going to the grocery store and swiping your fucking plastic.
How to spit on the ass before you stick it in? Wait, sorry.
No, we got to do something, man. Like something's got to change.
You're actually 100% right. A version of the Boy Scouts coming back would be a very good thing. Yeah, I believe they're defunct now, aren't they? I think they got sued into oblivion.
I'm not sure. I don't even.
No, they got sued.
I don't follow up on it. Yeah. But
you bring up a valid point there. Someone should bring back something that's more wholesome, and that teaches men to be men, and also women to be women. I don't want. I'm not asking you to teach our girls how to cook and how to do dishes. But
when we learn how to cook and do dishes in the Boy Scouts?
I know, but
everyone should have those skills.
If I say women should cook and do dishes, I'm in trouble.
Right.
But there are useful skills women can have that are useful besides dishes.
I mean, like,
and I'm not being a throat ass on that.
If you want to just not be sexist about it, you can how to birth a child, because whether you like it or not, men cannot do that and women can, right? And it's not a fucking
how to like.
How the whole process, everything about it, right? Like, because if you teach me, like, you sit me down in the class and okay, Dave, now you take your nipple and like, no, I can't produce milk. What are you talking about? Fuck, man. No, it just pisses me off.
No, that's a valid point. I like that.
But somebody's got to do something, man. We have to do something, because all these young men who are going out into the world don't know how to fucking do anything.
So Adam Carolla wrote a book probably like 20 years ago. That is, oh, Jesus Christ, what's the name of that fucking book? Do I have it here? No, maybe I don't. It was basically about men, feminizing men.
Yeah, okay. I mean, like Jordan Peterson has kind of written books in this arena, but
this shit's gotta stop.
It's not good enough. We need a real organization.
Somebody needs to be around to kill the spiders. Yeah. Because women ain't gonna do it.
Don't kill spiders. Spiders are our friends.
I know.
That as much as I hate guys like Trump and Biden and Obama and shit, like, those guys grew up in our world where they learned how to be leaders and men.
Obama is an example of a man.
Maybe not Obama. Okay.
I mean, maybe Biden.
Biden definitely grew up in that world.
How about Hunter Biden? Did you see his interview?
I didn't watch it, no.
But cracking that boy, you get your money's worth.
Imagine like those guys, right?
Yeah.
But take away everything that's masculine about them. Well, those are going to be our governments going forward.
You could almost look at the TV shows through the generations,
right,
and see how they change, because TV is conditioned as well.
Of course.
I mean, they're you know, like what was in the 90s? It was the fat guy with the hot wife. The fat guy was funny. The hot wife was crabby. That was how many fucking shows? And actually, technically, that started with the Flintstones and the Jackie Gleason and
the
Honeymooners. But I mean, that got real popular in the 90s.
Right.
You know, so yeah, it's conditioning, and they even went in commercials like, I'm a dumb fat guy and I married a hot wife. Yeah. What? You know, so yeah, they have. I mean, there is a war against against men. There really is. And I don't know why.
And I mean, like, that's part of what we're trying to do here by teaching all these topics is right, like, give you these skills, give you the ability to get your own skills, how to communicate those skills, how to teach young people how to do this shit, because if this knowledge is gone, we're all fucked, right?
Like, legit, there's a missile we used to make that apparently we need to start remaking. No one knows how to do it.
I don't think we need to do that.
Well, no, I'm anti-war, but this is they had to go find some retired guys to bring them back in to teach them how to make this missile.
Right.
But it's a valid point. We're losing our soul. Men are. I mean, to some extent, women are too. I don't want to make this a sexist thing because, but yeah, we need to learn different stuff. I mean, I'm sorry if I see a woman changing a fucking tire and a man watching, I'm going to have a problem with that. That's just how I was raised.
And like the reason I'm focusing on the Boy Scouts is because I'm a man and you're a man. Like we're two guys, right? If a woman that's out there listening, if you want to be a guest on our show and talk about your experience, you're more than welcome. Please come.
No, I have. There are women that can do a lot of shit that I do, and they can do it better. We've talked about this before, but I'm not saying that everyone's got to be in their type. Like the girls got to play with Barbie dolls, guys got to play with GI Joes. No, I'm not saying that, but we
do need separate space. Like you need your place to go
But there are Tom girls.
That's fine, but like,
and let them come over and play on the boys' side. I have no problem with that.
You still need a space that's only for boys,
not a boy.
Huh?
They need to be a girl. I'm here.
Well, no, but I'm saying that boys need a space that are only for boys.
So we can fart and
girls need a space that's only for girls. And like, yes, there can be intermixing at different times.
Yeah.
But this is my time for boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me an hour a week, 2 hours a week, and no girls allowed. And you can go have your 2 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then any other time of the week, we can mix and do whatever, right?
No, that's actually
because it's not about like, I don't like girls and girls are icky and cooties and no. Like
cooties.
Like boys interact with each other differently. And like this is a thing that happens at the Libertarian meetup. Like me and Ron yell sometimes.
What?
And women who are there don't like it. Right? Well, because they're not socialized the same way that we are.
They're traumatized because their daddy yelled at them, and now they project.
Even a tomboy girl will not get into that usually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they still don't like that. So
there's a few girls I know that jump in and fight with us.
Well, okay,
that's you make a valid point.
But that's it for me.
So with being the 69th episode, I mean, we got to do something weird. And somebody had asked me to do something about urine. Like the uses of urine, and I'm like, well, I only know one. Well, I mean, besides flushing it, I've always known you can drink your own urine. I don't recommend it, but if you're going to die from dehydration, you can drink your urine, and I believe you can only drink it through one cycle. Once you drink urine and your body processes that urine, it's no longer valid. I believe. I tried verifying that today.
Yeah.
But I mean, drinking urine in Google.
They don't really do many experiments on this.
No. The military guy told me this. You go and drink it through one cycle.
Okay.
So I tend to believe that's true. But I did go to Google and find out what other uses for urine are, and I was actually fucking shocked.
Yeah.
So tanning is the preparation of an animal skin.
Yes.
I'm not saying if your wife's out there tanning, go piss on her. It's not going to end well. But tanning is I actually knew urine was used in tanning, or could be used in, but I didn't know that until I read it.
Yeah.
But I remembered it.
Yeah.
Apparently you can use it as a cleaning chemical.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Why not?
I mean, it's got ammonia in it, so I guess that's good. I don't know. Here's the one that really shocked me. Fertilizer. Oh, dude, I'm working up some piss right now to go fertilize my garden.
Because usually you would think that kills plants and things.
Yeah, it's apparently it's an old Chinese thing. And
do you have to process it at all, or you just pee on it?
I think you pee on it. It says urine contains nitrogen.
Yeah.
Well, so nitrogen you'd have to be careful with. Like tomato plants don't want high nitrogen, but corn does.
Okay, so
you would have to pick the right plant to piss on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird. Gunpowder production.
Okay.
You can ferment urine.
Huh.
So I had learned about 3 weeks ago I can ferment hot chili peppers.
Yeah.
I will be making a hot chili pepper moonshine here in the very near
any
future.
food can be fermented for sure, but
no, because you need sugars.
Peppers have sugars in them.
Oh, so then I haven't looked. I've kind of looked into it.
Every vegetable has sugars.
I saw it was true, but it's a fruit. But it would be a pepper be a fruit.
Yeah, but fruits have sugars too. They all have sugars.
Well, yeah. So it was just odd to me that I could. And when I heard I could ferment hot peppers, I'm like, fuck yeah, I will be doing that soon. I'm just gonna wait for the Vegas heat to go away. But gunpowder production. So fermented urine was used in the production of gunpowder.
Wow.
There
you go. So when the government bans ammo, this is how you make your
piss on something and you can shoot it. Biometrics. No, biomaterial.
Okay, what is that?
Researchers are using genetically modified yeast to convert urine into a valuable biometrics like hydropathy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to get this guy, so it's just, you have to fucking Google it. A component of bones and teeth, which has applications in surgery and dentistry.
Huh.
That was a shock to me.
Interesting.
Power source. Microbes that consume urine can generate enough electricity to power small devices like USB chargers. So you can charge your cell phone by pissing on something. I'm really not sure what.
Wow.
But
that's interesting.
Google it and try it. Hey, videotape it and send it to us.
There you go.
Medicinal. I mean, I'm sure urine's a neutral, so I'm sure there's some kind of like sterilization. What does it say here? Practice of urine therapy is not scientifically supported. It has been used historically and is still in practice in some alternative medicine circles and for various elements. It doesn't say which one. I do know if you get bit by a jellyfish, you piss on it.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if that actually works, but I've heard that.
No, I've heard it, and the Friends did an episode on it.
Oh, well, Friends did. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It's got to be true. I saw it on TV. Yeah. No, that I do believe is true because I've heard it. I've heard it through enough sources I mean, we can try it. I'll piss on you if you get bit by a jellyfish.
No.
Water sources, which is kind of you can drink it to stay hydrated. In an emergency situation, urine can be used as a source of water for survival, although not ideal. Yeah. So it does say though, make sure it's your own urine if you're going to drink it, which I found that to be funny. Because could you drink your own urine?
If I had to.
I don't find many things gross, and I legit get covered in shit and piss all the time.
Yeah.
For fun.
I mean, if you're fucking dying, man, like you're gonna take anything. At that point.
I'd have to cool it. I would need some
ice.
Well, if I had ice, I would need
maybe some mint. Maybe some mint.
I mean, I could piss in a cup, I could look at it, and I can go, damn, am I thirsty? I don't know if I can make that. But that's the thing, I don't get grossed out by, almost nothing. But the idea of drinking my own urine, I don't know if I can do it.
I don't feel any emotions about it, but I just wouldn't like the taste, right? It's just a taste, right? It tastes like shit. Well, but it tastes like urine.
But no, because urine would have different taste, right?
Depends on what you ate. Depends on what you ate.
Asparagus. Yeah. So, I don't know.
But I kind of briefly looked at this and I saw so urine has a lot of urea in it. Urea is a chemical, and apparently they use that for facial creams. So if you could extract the urea, you could maybe make a facial cream business.
You're going to make me talk about this. So in Mexico, there is a product for women that is a face cream. And there are women who swear by it.
Yeah.
And it's made by men's semen. Well, did I say men's semen? Do women have semen?
No, they don't.
Well, they squirt. Is that what's
That's not semen.
It's not semen? They ooze?
I'm not sure what that is. I don't think anyone's scientifically tested that stuff. It might just be urine.
No, don't. Oh, God, dear God, don't say that in that community. That'll start a civil war. It's not urine. I don't know how I know that, but there was a debate on Reddit one time, maybe, something about is it urine, and apparently people really are opinionated on this a lot more than they should be.
And I got another use actually. So you ever heard of Viking berserkers?
No.
Really? So these guys were they would get frenzied up and they would have no armor on but just two-handed swords and just go fucking hack away at the enemy combatants.
Yeah.
You never heard of the berserkers?
No.
Wow. Okay. So the way they would get into this frenzy is the chieftain would take a bunch of psychedelic mushrooms.
Okay.
And then he would piss in a cup. And then the berserkers would drink the piss. So they would get the psychedelic.
I've heard about this.
And they would go berserk. That's how the berserkers worked.
I've heard it with a different context, I believe.
Huh.
But yeah, that's...
Well, there you go.
Huh. I'm willing to take some mushrooms and piss in a cup.
I'm not drinking it. I'm not drinking it.
So, all right, I do have a heart out. So
69th episode, everyone.
Woohoo!
And we'll see you next week.
And take a breath mint. All right, see you again, everybody. Love you, bye. Thank you for joining us at the Canary in the Cage podcast.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share us to help build the community.
You can find us at Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, or your favorite podcast app, and even on the dark web at I2P.
Thanks for listening, and see you next time.